Welcome everybody. Today is a Friday, a nice Friday morning, May 2023. Anyway, we are building a super ChatGPT on steroids. ChatGPT with more functions, more functionalities, more features, etc. So we are trying to tackle that problem and come up with a good solution regarding that. So this is the second episode of this series. Let me just main screen. So in the first episode, we built kind of a boilerplate, kind of a starting template for our project. What we have done there, we have installed the Next.js project. We have started that Next.js project. We are using the app router, which got stable yesterday. Actually, we can update the package today as well. And we started using the Vercel database. So if we go to the dashboard, we started using the Vercel storage solution, a Postgres database that is served from Vercel itself and connected to the project on the dashboard actually, which is very cool. And the other thing is, of course, we installed the Prisma client, Prisma connector. And finally, we connected to the OpenAI. OpenAI, how do you call it? API. My mind went blank for a second. So we also connected to OpenAI, and if we can have a quick demo here, for example, so hey AI, this text is for some reason white, so I'm not sure why. I will say color black here really quick. So if we have a quick demo here, just watch it. So let's make a quick demonstration. We will say, hey AI, say hi to the chat. We are live on YouTube. So something like that. I send it. Oh, of course. AI response. We click that. And this will send the request to OpenAI. And AI responds. Hello chat, I am an AI language model. Happy to be conversing with you all on this live stream on YouTube. How is everyone doing today? So I don't know if you are seeing this. Is it blocked by my camera? Anyway, let me show. It is not important really, but there it is. Hello chat, I am an AI language model. Can make it bigger. Yes. Happy to be conversing with you all on this live stream on YouTube. How is everyone doing today? So the basic functionality is, I don't want to say complete, but it is complete. So what we are going to do now is, I want to spend some time building the data model and think about the features that we want to utilize in this project. For example, what I want to do is to, for example, how can we do it? So first things first, I need to know about the OpenAI Docs. Especially the ChatGPT. So chat completion, this is it, right? We are using the chat API, GPT 3.5 Turbo, and we will also offer GPT-4. Okay, so model and messages. The main input here is the messages parameter. Messages must be an array of message objects where each object has a role and content. Typically, a conversation is formatted with a system message first, followed by alternating user and assistant messages. The system message sets the behavior of the assistant. In the example above, the assistant instructed with "You are a helpful assistant." The user messages helps instruct the assistant. They can be generated by the end user of an application or set by a developer as an instruction. So immediately here I see a pattern. I see something that I can use in my designs. So let's go here, over here. In fact, maybe, is there an online UML tool? Lucidchart, flowchart maker. Okay. I don't know if I don't want to use these. What is this? Okay. Google Drive. Really? That is too much, man. Continue. Okay, go on. Create a new diagram. Sure. Let's make it a UML. Let's make it blank. Yes. So in terms of the data, uh, I am thinking like we will have, so we will have prompts, definitely. We will have a prompt dictionary or prompt collection. And it seems from our OpenAI document here, prompts, they will be system role. So I'm just doing a rough sketch here. Just wait for me. We will have how do you call it, chat threads. We can think about the naming later. Conversations, yeah, let's say conversation. So conversation is something that has multiple messages, and we will have messages, message, conversation, message. So conversations will have multiple messages. I don't know the lines, drawing, line drawings, something like this, you know. This is, I don't know how to draw this, so don't mind me. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten into this at all. Really, I don't care. Anyway, ah, shit. Okay, so a message has types. I will just do it on Prisma. How about that? We will have a model. We will have a model of message, and message will have ID. Sure. I don't want to use user now, so we can remove this. But this will have role, which is a string, and content to be consistent with the OpenAI. Role and content, and these are messages. Let's check one more thing here. Content role. Yes, the response has this content and role fields, properties. That is cool. We can either specify every system message is a prompt, or no. So system messages can be different things. For example, what I'm thinking is, for example, this is a persona definition. We can have other prompts, like if we open this one, for some reason this resets. It is not persistent, and that is bugging me. Okay, never mind. I think this is broken. Use prompt. We don't have prompts. Oh. So what I'm thinking, let me think. Okay. What I'm thinking is prompt categories, prompt types. Let's just make notes here, not on the schema file. We can have a new file here, data model.md. Why not? So I am thinking I will have prompt types. They can be personas which match the system role equal system messages in OpenAI. So in a sense, let's put an EG there. EG is you are a helpful assistant. Nice. And we have seen all kinds of different prompts creating personas for the bot, right? For the chatbot. So this is an EG. Let's put an EG there. Other thing can be, oh no, okay, wait, I see. So these are prompts. These are personas, system role, sets the behavior. System message sets the behavior. So system message is always kind of, okay, I see. Okay, I see. Then we will have, so these are prompts. Then there are like template prompts. I am not sure. And this can be role equals user. And these are more like, I am looking for a restaurant. Yes. Also, it can be, I want a book. I want to book a table. Sure. It can be draft an email. Email. What is the square root of x? For sure. What is the weather in London? Things like that. Who won the World Cup? Can you complete it? 54. So things like that. These are template messages that I can use. For example, this can be also, you see here is the system message, act as an SVG designer. This is a prompt to define the behavior. Okay. So we can separate these. I see. So what I am thinking is uh, file. Okay. So what I am thinking is to have first of all, select a behavior for the bot, for the AI, something like that. So first user will, what the hell? Can we lock this? First user will select the behavior. It can be from a collection or it can be a new thing. Then we will, the user will give a comment, give an instruction to the AI. And this is the first message in the conversation. Something like that. Yeah. And then it will be back and forth. So you will give an instruction. What the hell? Help me, man. So user prompts, we can even give these kind of a radius to make it more chat-like. Yeah. So this will be user message, then there will be bot message coming up. Why not? Group, copy and paste. We can continue until it is finished. Right? I see. Okay, so and these can be any prompts. Okay, so now it is clear, a bit clear for me. So what I am thinking is to have model of system. No, how can we call this? Persona. Let's call it persona. Why not? I can call it however I want. It will be ID. We can have it a name. I will say it will still be a role and content. So we will stick to it. We can say, we can even make it have an image. Nice. Yeah, I like that. So the persona. Then we will have message. Message will be, let's call this thing. It will also have role. So it can either be a user or a, wait, I want to check something. Do we have enum for Postgre? Prisma Postgre enum types. Role enums. If enums are supported, let's check it. Enums. Enums are supported in Postgre. Nice. Cool. So we can say very enum role. Roles are, how do we define them? User admin. Okay. How does it look? How how is the value looks? We can always try that. Okay, I don't really care. So we have user, system, and what was the other one? In the system user assistant. Sure. Assistant. Okay. So role is a role. And here role is a role. Nice, we can do this. Very cool. So message is a role. Message has a role and content and created at. And also, I think we will have, let's put a conversation there as well. Model conversation. So conversation will have, of course, an ID. I will introduce users, but later. Conversation will have a persona. Relation to will have a persona. Yes, relation to persona ID, references ID. Sure. Persona ID. Do we create relations? Let's check it again. Defining composite types. Relations. Prisma schema, data model, relations. So user has posts and post has an author, which is a user, relation fields, author ID, references ID. Okay, author ID is an int. Okay, so this auto completion is correct. And messages, it will be a message array. Conversation will have a message array. I think this is quite correct actually. Conversation will have a persona and it will be it will carry the message history. Right. What else? Can you think of anything else? Our conversations will have titles, of course, because we will display them on a sidebar or something like that. Hmm. I am also going to say that there will be folders or categories. Uh, Chatbot UI. Can we open this? Yeah. I have found this thing, which is also how my uh, thing looks like now. So for example, you can create new folders. This is a good solution, I think. You can have folders for prompts and folders for... That is also another important thing. So collections, basically. It can... Prompts and conversations can be part of a category, collection. How to call it? Grouping, group. Yeah, something like that. I will save this. I am happy with this. Persona, AI persona. This is the AI persona. We will have a message and conversation. Conversation has a title, a persona, and messages. So let's put it. And each message can be a prompt, I think. Mm. Mm. Okay, so I'm gonna say like category. Is it sensible? The category will have a name. Sure. We can also make this name. Let's have a same naming convention everywhere. Conversation will be name. Category has a name. This category is basically folders. So I'm not gonna make a distinction between conversation folders and prompt folders, prompt groupings. They can all be groupings. Anyway, and one more thing, I wanna have a lookup table here called prompt. And this prompt will of course have an ID, but it will definitely, it can relate to category, but also it will relate to uh, message, and we will have a message ID. This will be purely a lookup table. It relates to message and it relates to category, right? And of course, our conversations will relate to category as well. Okay, I think this is kind of the complete thing. Yeah, we can think about the user later. So let's go one more time about everything, and we can finish this part. Okay, so we start with conversation. You start a new conversation, and at the top, you get a new chat window similar to this. At the top here, it will say select a persona, something like that. I'm not sure. So we have a conversation. Conversation will have a name, and conversation will have a persona. What is this persona? Persona is basically, it will have a name and image. It will be specific. So we can customize it, make it more memorable, or make it more personified, something like that. But basically, it is just another message in our API request. It is role system content, you are an helpful assistant, something like that. So this role defaults to system, or it is set to system actually. Yeah. But anyway, so this is it. This is the persona. Now persona is set. Then what happens? When a persona is selected, user will instruct the AI with the first message. And this is a message. It has a role and content. It can either be user or assistant. So at this point, it is a user message. And it will also be added to the message array of the conversation. Right. Okay, then when they enter the message, they will hit enter, hit send, etc., start the conversation, something like that. And their message, the user's message, will be on the left. We will get the response of the AI. It will show here. So after this point, user can prompt again, and AI will respond. At each message, we can have some tooltips or some UI elements that says, save this message as a prompt or something like that. Save this for future use. So those messages will be saved as a prompt. We will create a new prompt there, and that prompt will relate to message and will relate to category. We will probably have drag and drops or selections, etc. And basically categories can be set for conversations and prompts. I think this is in airtight. This is very good. Okay, I am happy with this. I am happy with this. So I need to say npx prisma migrate dev now to make this stick. What happened? Something happened. Ah, persona can be part of multiple opposite relation on the persona. Okay, let's run Prisma format. What happens? Did I save this? Let's save this. npx Prisma format. Let's see what happens. Okay, so persona can be used in conversations, but we don't create any relations there. Message is part of a conversation. and message. Wait, what? Prompt will have categories. Prompt will have a category. Category will have prompts. That is okay. Okay, we can make this. Message can be a prompt, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, persona can be used in conversations. Message, role content. Message will be part of conversations. I think it is safe to say this is a not null field. Conversation has a persona, sure. Messages is a message array. Category. We can have an uncategorized category, so it is safe to keep them not null. Yes. So messages can be prompts, but it is not mandatory. It can be null. Okay, so far looking good. Category is they will have conversations and they can have prompts. So these are nullable. Something like that. Maybe I should say, I don't like this. I don't like this. So we can, okay. I will say conversation category. And we will have a prompt category. I didn't like this. Prompt category will be a prompt array. Yeah. So this will be now a conversation category. Fields are category ID, references to ID in the conversation category table. So now we don't need this. Prompt category is the same as conversation category, but it takes prompt array. Prompt conversation, sure. Prompts relate to prompt category with the category ID field, references to ID. Okay, let's try again. Validation error. Where is it? We forgot a category there somewhere. Where is it? Conversation category, prompt category. Okay. Did I miss the save thing? Message. Error parsing attribute relation to one-to-one relation must use unique fields. do you mean? Sure. Yeah, that is what I did, but you didn't allow me to do. I didn't want this to have a prompt thing. MPX Prisma format. Let's see what this will do. It is just a prompt. Okay, can you migrate now? Can't reach the database? Why? It is not running. No, we have seen that it was running. This is not running. How can I see? Close. Postgre. Close. Okay, we have it here. Maybe it comes from cold start or something. What? What are you talking about? Come on, man. Should I say deploy? Was it a comment? I totally not use this on a daily basis, day to day. It must show. What is the error? The database schema is not empty. Really? What about that? What do you mean? I started this document. I don't have anything to lose. Save this. Let's go to the Beaver, Vercel DB, SQL editor. Delete. You know what? Give me a second. I will create a new database with this schema. In fact, we can even remove the user table. Here we are. Hmm. Wait. We can't create another database in this instance? Oh shit. Okay. Hmm. I am not following. I am not following. If I say migrate there, what happens? It will new migration. Really? In it. Okay. Interesting. I will refresh this. What do you say? Okay. Okay. How does it look in this dashboard? Connected. It still says Vercel DB. That is weird because I changed the env value. Okay. Well, I am not really sure, man. This is weird. Something, something is not working. Postgres. Okay. Okay, here we are. So how can we build this? I want to check some UI examples for chatbot. Let's see some chatbot examples. So we can have some stuff coming up. Okay. Oh, phew. Gives options. Selections. I see. Sure. So we need some stuff happening. For example, let's go to our app again, page.tsx. So we can discard everything here, I guess, and start building. As I said, let's start by building a way to set the persona, something like that. I am almost happy with this flow. The user will open a chat. They will select the behavior, which will be the persona. They can either enter a new thing or they will uh, select a pre-made or pre-made thing from the database. Then they will be presented with the first instruction. Again, it will be a text box. They will fill it out. Then the rest will be a regular chat UI. Yeah. So let's build this thing. I don't think should we could, but I don't think we should use a form library. That would be too much. Okay. What about the components? Uh, we were also going to update our Next.js package. Next.js app directory became components. No, not the components, but there were some templates. Let's go to the templates. I want to see some folder structure. What is the newest? Don't feel like I don't like this approach. Anyway, so I will do a basic form. Let's see what this is. Start transition, that is important. Yeah, I should say use client and then it should be something like this. So I'm not gonna dwell on this too much. It will be persona.tsx. I'm not sure really. I will copy paste this and make changes. I don't think we ever need this, but we will need the transition. We will think about this. So I will say this as a persona. It is not disabled. I don't know how this looks, so I will just. Was this magnifying glass? Okay. ID is name is, let's make it persona. E is pending. I have no idea what is. It is pending is related to use transition. Okay. Let's pull this in. Let's see what happens. Hmm. Okay. I think we can continue from this. I know this is a very anticlimactic ending, but I am right now very distracted all of a sudden. I think uh, I got tired and disconnected from this all of a sudden. So I will continue this later, but we are at a good place. We will build our persona selector, then we will build our prompt selector, then we will have the chat functionality, and after that we will put everything into the categories and build those sidebars or navbars or however our UI will be. Okay, I will end it here. I would really appreciate if you can show your support by your likes and subscribes. Until next time, take care. Check other videos in the channel and see you soon.